Hello Pisces, Pisces Rising, and Pisces Moon people. This is your weekly astrological and card horoscope for the week starting November 6th, 2017. And a quick reminder, well, you should remember, if you ever want to get a session with me, you do need to go to my website, integrativemysticism.com, or just follow the links below, and that's where you schedule a session with me, or order a downloadable video file. So what is going on with the astrology this week anyway, with you Pisces? Well, on Thursday, we've got the Sun in Scorpio in your 9th house of travel, government and legal proceedings, higher education, broadcasting, and all of that big cultural expansive stuff, forming a lovely sextile to Pluto, currently in your 11th house of friendships and social networking. And it looks like there is an opportunity for you and a friend to close a gap somewhere between the two of you, whether it's reuniting, closing the gap in long distance, in terms of travel, possibly an opportunity for traveling, or perhaps a friend will actually give you some kind of tip or some kind of opportunity for a travel, a big long-term or long-distance travel opportunity that you're looking forward to, or it could be a pleasant surprise, or maybe finding out that a friend is helping you with some kind of loophole when it comes to an academic or government situation that you are trying to work on, whether it's a loophole regarding, getting a permit or a license or something, or possibly, again, getting some kind of requirement or transfer taken care of as it comes to academics. Either way, it's assistance, it's reinforcements, it's allies. On Saturday, we've got Saturn, planet of restriction, planet of limitation, but also order in Sagittarius, your 10th house of career and upward mobility, forming a very harmonious trine to Uranus, currently in your 2nd house of earned income and employment. And this is about bringing order to chaos. This is about changing a situation that has been fairly unstable into something that is actually workable. This may actually be, working in your favor if you've been feeling like maybe you've been stuck or perhaps, trapped in a situation that's actually almost like contained chaos at the office. It's hard to get anything done. It's hard to get anything finished. Too many things are coming up. If you've been feeling like maybe you've been passed over or it's been hard to find a way to get your income or your status at the office to increase because of chaos in the office, a new rule, or perhaps even a new procedure is going to be proposed or put on the table, and something that will bring that chaos to order for you, and also allow for you to perhaps grease the wheels for some advancement down the road. So what's going on with your cards this week? Well, for your spiritual advice, we do have the card of seduction. And seduction is an interesting card. It does say, for the subtext here, passion and romance lie in wait. But it doesn't always talk about this in terms of love, in terms of romantic affairs and romantic relationships. When we talk about seduction, and passion and romance lie in wait, it's also about a need to pay attention to how you need to check, Pisces, on how good are you at seducing your desire, seducing and attracting what you are trying to get. One of the things I used to always do back when I was younger, freshly out of high school, new into college, which is I would actually wear love oils, like love potions and things like that for spells, to job interviews in order to, say, seduce the opportunity to get a job, and it worked. And that might be sort of just, you don't have to do exactly that, but it might be something to consider as far as an approach is concerned. Obviously, don't do anything that's going to make yourself or other people uncomfortable, but this week it's important to pay attention to where are we actually being attractive to what we are attracting. Now, this isn't necessarily in a superficial way. We can be attractive with gesture, we can be attractive with energy, we can be attractive with witchcraft, whichever you're trying to do. But it's important to pay attention to what is going on where we are trying, in the sense of turning an opportunity to do something with you or for you into a pleasurable experience for all concerned. Are we doing this, or are we turning it into a job? Because one of the biggest issues I think a lot of people have is that they don't know how to give enough positive reinforcement or enough positive incentive to make something seem worthwhile, especially when they're asking a favor. And that's something that they do need to practice, and you have an opportunity and the energy working for you there. For your Earth sector, when it comes to your work and finances, we do have the High Priestess upright. And this is a lovely card when it comes to work and finances because we actually have some help. We talk about allies, again. We talk about support, again. The High Priestess does indicate another person, a third-party person, coming in and doing for you what you might not be able to do, either because of the amount of power you do have at work, the time availability that you have, or the connections that you do or don't have at the office. And the High Priestess can indicate a matchmaker or somebody kind of working on your behalf who definitely has that weight to throw around. This could be somebody who throws things in your favor with a new job opportunity, or possibly somebody who decides to start putting a bug in some people's ears when it comes to finally getting you what you want or what you deserve, whether again it's better compensation, again a change with that Saturn-Uranus trine as well, but we have somebody who's offering to take a big initiative like this off your hands to see what she can do. And the nice thing about the High Priestess upright is they know all the ins and outs, they know all the shortcuts and all the ways to actually make this happen, even if it doesn't seem to follow proper channels. For your communications with air, when it comes to your friends, your relatives, and the others in your life, we do have the Six of Pentacles upright. And the Six of Pentacles upright is kind of interesting because we do have a yes answer coming your way. Remember, the Six of Pentacles is one of the very few cut and dry yes or no cards in the tarot deck. And with the Six of Pentacles, if you've been asking for a friend or a relative for some kind of energy, assistance, some time spent either for recreation or for practical reasons. Maybe we're trying to qualify for maybe some money, some venture capital, a business loan. We do have some good news coming through a friend or a relative here, and there may actually be something handed out for you. The Six of Pentacles upright can also indicate somebody taking a chance on you, or perhaps somebody asking you to take a chance on them or their idea. And again, this would be coming through friends and family. My advice would be to actually hear them out, because this could be actually something that does have a bigger payoff than even they predict. For your challenge this week with fire, we do have the Magician card upright. And when it comes to the Magician as a challenge, it's basically saying, look, take a look and see if you actually are using all tools at your disposal, or are you only using the tools that you have come to rely upon recently. As a challenge with the Magician card, this can indicate a competition showing up in your life. And the Magician card can show up for somebody who basically is the version of you, but they are, for all intents and purposes, using all the tools at their disposal. It can be seen as a rival, it can be seen as a reflection. And this is obviously an opportunity for everyone to do better at what they do, or to get better at what they do. But with the Magician card upright, it can be kind of scary because, we might feel like this person is stronger, faster, more capable, more clever. But the truth of the matter is, the only difference between this magician and you is that, again, they're not stuck with a wash, rinse, and repeat mentality when it comes to, again, the tools and resources they have at their disposal. And you need to be breaking out of that this week. And again, the Seduction card is kind of interesting when we show up with this, because, again, we look at this and we go, hey, that makes sense. That makes sense. If there is an opportunity for this energy to work out for us, we need to be able to use all tools at our disposal. And that might be something that you need to consider, because I think this person will be challenging you, but not challenging you directly to challenge you, but challenging you to think outside the box. For your emotions with water and your romantic life, we have the Nine of Wands reversed. And the Nine of Wands reversed is kind of interesting. When we have this card reversed, it does indicate somebody's letting their defenses down this week, which can always be very, very refreshing news, especially if we've been dealing with a crush or a partner who seems to be holding back a little bit. Either they're doing self-censorship stuff, which is never fun, or they may be in a situation where they've been kind of pulling back their energy a little bit too much. Maybe they've been very fearful of something, they had a bad experience, and they've been kind of maybe pulling a once bitten, twice shy. The nice thing about the Nine of Wands reversed is we kind of get some context into what's going on with that this week. And we do have a heart-to-heart that's going to bring a lot of people closer to their partners. The Nine of Wands reversed, for those of you who are single and may not have the situation going on, may also find out about news of somebody who actually carries a torch for you, who may have actually been fighting really, really hard to make sure that you didn't find out. Now, why they did that remains to be seen, but it could be an interesting conversation to hear. So that is your horoscope. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate it. To avoid bad karma, if you decide to do what I used to do with the love oils and things like that, make sure that you rinse them off with a salt bath and make sure that you are cleansed and you are only just doing it for the interview. And of course, if you ever want to get a session with me, you can always follow the links below. or go to integrativemysticism.com.